another week of us feasting from Machita or Thailand ditaba. So, gents, I want us to find out Fanda hore le grand de o ka re di ka tsone di pilu ke bona di le lefono grand one ebile o motle jwanga
ke celebrate heritage this month yeah tshwantse o ntshe setso sa go heno yeah
so ba ibitsang ka tshiko
nando di bulungu
wa utlwa mabuela heritage ya ke ya go katlego
o ntse tsare ba bina noko
ke ba bina K1 ba bina katlego
ba bina noko di a hlaba mara kiyo
a ile go ba hlaba di ba hlaba Mampoza wena heritage ya ke ya go katlego ke great
fana se K1
sure
what the cool section
nazo isithakazelo saha gents I want us to focus on Orlando Pirates because ke a litso lona le ka batla bua ka K1 why Buccaneers, you know how they've played, especially first round. But against Barcelona,
yeah, well, I said it here, Jorge, they will smash that team 4. It was just, if Mabasa was just with the appetite, he could have scored a clean hat-trick. I mean, he missed an open net goal as well. There was really nothing. For me, I knew that Pirates will go through. Yeah, there's nothing.
Madam Mampoza, half it to Mabasa. Why, as human beings, Rato Sheba didn't put about Mabasa go real?
No, Mabasa go. And I think what's important about this game is about just go through. And Sipo Chaine said to the team, they must know they're a small team from the first minute.
Hey,
Sipo Chaine was. I have seen that. No, but the thing is,
Barcelona
and the coach I want to give him Mzansi. Why am I?
Look, I think the one thing that was clear is that Pirates are very business-like. They needed to be very business-like in terms of how they approach the game. They needed to be very clinical so that by the time you get to the second leg, it's just you do it. You know, they can even play the DDC, it would be okay. But you needed to make sure that you get through because you must remember this is the same Pirates that knows what it's like to not go through the prelims.
No, they've learned their lesson. They've learned their lesson.
Did a number on
because
them
the last time they went to Botswana and then they were knocked out.
Yeah.
So they learned that lesson last season.
No. Lessons are there to be learned all the time.
But you can't learn the same lesson twice.
That's why I said to you, Lekoko, there are no easy teams in Africa. There are no straight wins in Africa. You'll be shocked. So you have to prepare thoroughly, and that's what Pirates did, and we need to give them credit for that.
Let's talk about Mabasa, because he's a player that a lot of people are expecting was starter. He should be there at any given moment. Right now, he's embraced coming from the bench. Arojono read a game. Is it just him trying to manage expectations? But I mean, any player would want to start.
No, Mabasa is a goal poacher. Mabasa is one guy that if you give him an opportunity, he will score. He's getting closer to that record there too. He's getting closer. And I expect this season, I expect him to break it and the top goal scorer at Orlando Pirates. It's very, very close. So he's scoring almost, getting in 2 games, so on and so. He's getting chipping in. He scored in the final, and now he scored a brace. I mean, Mabasa has got a good 10 goals a season for him.
No, Mara, we must talk about that record of Pirates.
It's
been standing for too long.
How?
You know, at first when they said the Pirates record, I thought maybe it's 100 goals.
Yeah.
No, I genuinely thought it's 100 goals. And the thing
that's all.
How many goals?
How Mampoza? So Ruaga record
Look, I think it's long overdue that a striker should be coming in there and be able to do that. I mean, at this rate, if real estate at Pirates, I expect that he should pass that record. Because that record just requires somebody to be consistent for 2-3 seasons sorted.
And Paul, you know what is, and I agree with you when you say that record, because that record is not set by a striker. So it's not
a midfielder.
It was never a striker, it was a midfielder. And Pirates has had abundance of strikers.
Yeah, which is
but they didn't break that record. I mean, that should speak of.
But does that not speak?
Player,
but does that not speak of?
Pirates.
Does that not speak of the way that Pirates recruit? You may have a number 9, but traditionally their goals do not necessarily come from a striker.
Yes.
Even if you look at cup competitions, Saleng was there. You look at Rayleigh was there. midfielders and wingers are the ones that are going to contribute a lot more to the Pirates system rather than your traditional number 9.
No,
Even if you look at the list, Umujita number 3 was actually very close to that record, by the way.
No, man, but now I thought that record was...
Man, Maposa.
Where's Umud's on the list?
Twela record. Wabona
No, I just want to see where's Pomozo.
No, for now. I want us to focus on there's a player, a lot of hype has been around him, and he seems to be coming to the party. Sipho Mbuli.
Yeah, look, Sipho Mbuli, he'll give you good 60, 70 minutes. He still has to work hard to be a 90 minutes player. For me...
Is he ever going to be a 90 minutes?
He needs to be. He's a professional. He has to be. He needs to... get extra work, to make sure that...
Maralufono, you speak as if he didn't go to preseason. Was he not in Spain?
No, but we understand that. We understand that. But what we are saying that, what we have seen so far, Mbule will give you the best 60 minutes. And he'll play well. He controls the game.
The best
but we want him to be a 90 minutes player.
Okay, Mina, this is my pecking order in that position. The number 10.
Marawena, who do again?
No. I said this is...
Over to you, Coach Waduago Kewa.
When you look at the way that Pirates plays, when Relay plays in that position, Pirates are more deadly. Because Relay is not playing to go back, to be... No. Relay, look at the passes. Look at the finals. Yeah. Those two passes really puts the ball in the right channels. Really. So for me, when you look at Relay in that position, it's almost as if Pirates have signed a new player. Instead of a winger, they've now found a number 10. When you look at Apolis, you look at Relay, you look at Moremi or Sbilibili, whichever one they choose. Relay is more deadly there. So the pecking order, I'd have Relay, Tito and Mbule can fight. Does Dlamini still play in that position?
He's there. He's in the team.
No, he's part of the team, but the reality
he plays in that position.
Over time at Pirates, has never been a starter. He's always an impact player that comes in and...
So he's a squad player?
Yeah, he's a squad player.
How? He's been a squad player.
He's a squad player. I mean...
the pecking order is climbing above it.
He's a squad player, but, about Dlamini, when Dlamini is given an opportunity to play, as a squad player, he produces result.
And at least at PC,
you need depth in the bench. You cannot have all the start players to be starters. But you need to have to build your team in such a way that you know that a certain player, when he's not producing the result or he's not available, you have a capable player on the bench to come in and impact the game. And that's what Dlamini does for Pirates.
I think we must get the assists of that number 10 to the goals. I want to see something.
Yeah, no. There's a boy from Val, because I give Wiga really, because Kiatseba Lerana, Lerana Val Nana really, and I give Wiga Libito. Muremi. He was my highlight player kwa Mazulu last season. And he seems to, these cameos that Aditola, from the game that he was booed up until now, he seems to be cementing his place in the team.
Look, when I heard that Pirates had signed Moremi, it was very clear in terms of where they're looking for him to be able to play in those wide channels and be able to come in. And it was just a matter of he's just arrived at the team. Pirates is a big institution. Pirates is a big team. He's got a big following. And the poor boy had to adjust. I just don't think the Buccaneers understood his resettling into what Pirates was. But when you look at what he can be able to give you, he's going to be a one-to-one. I think he may score more goals than Mabasa. Watch this.
But you see, what I like about Moremi is the appetite to make the runs behind the defenders. He has been doing that at Amazulu, and he continues to do it now at Pirates. You see all the goals that he scores. He always makes these runs, unpredicted runs, behind the defense. It's a surprise package for this season.
Surprise package for this season? Well, one thing we have to commend, ke support ya Mapagania. They've been coming in numbers wherever Orlando Pirates plays. Dulale Rona, as we come back, we'll look at other teams that have been representing the country, the likes of Kaizer Chiefs. So Dulale Mzansi Fundiz, second half.